What's up, guys? I haven't done a video in so long. I don't even know if I remember how to do this, but I took some time away. I needed to step back. I needed to get my shit together. Then I got COVID. Sweet. Now I'm all better. So all that's left to do is play the intro. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Glove Drop. I am so happy to be back. I spent so long trying to figure out what I was going to talk about in my first video back after taking all this time off. Should I go over the whole season? Should I go over the whole? No. You know what? The Rangers are playing incredibly. That's it. That's the season. They're playing incredibly. Last night's game was nothing less than that. And if they continue to play this way, 2022 is looking like the year of me and everybody else in Rangers Nation. Now, going back to last night's game, what a game. And I'm thinking last night that this game was going to be a really great, I guess, like a measurement of where the Rangers really stand. Basically, I'm seeing like they're about the same. They're about the same. The Rangers have that second place spot in the Metro. Yeah, they have a few games in hand. Don't come at me, whatever. They have a few games in hand, but they're second in the Metro and they're playing that way. And the Toronto Maple Leafs are third in the Atlantic. Both teams have incredible goalies. Igor Shesterkin is second in both goals averaged against as well as save percentage. And then Jack Campbell has stepped up to the plate since they got rid of Freddie Anderson. I would have thought that there would be a lot of regret considering how ridiculously Freddie Anderson is playing, but not that much time for regret when you have Jack Campbell in between the pipes. And when Jack Campbell is putting up the numbers that he is putting up, well, maybe just a smidge under Shesterkin. I mean, that's something to be happy about. Campbell's going to the AllStar game. Then you have Auston Matthews also going to the AllStar game, who is on a 10-goal streak for away games. That means the last 10 games that he played away, he has scored a goal. One less of the NHL record. Both of these teams have had 3 days off. They're both coming off of a win. Now, I'm expecting the Leafs to come in and play incredibly well. They barely squeaked by to get the 6-5 win over St. Louis. The Rangers are also coming in off of a win over Philly, but it was not nearly as much of a grind to get those 2 points as it was for Toronto. Now, the reason I was so convinced that the Leafs were coming in with something to prove is because in their last 3 out of the 4 games of this road trip that they've been on, they have blown a multi-goal lead. They were up 4-1 over Colorado on their first game of this road trip. And then Colorado comes back. They lose a 4-1 lead in overtime to Colorado. That sucks. The next game, they are up 3-1. And they managed to just squeak by after, once again, blowing the lead. And they beat Vegas in a shootout. Then their third multi-goal lead that they blow, they're up 3-1 over St. Louis, and they had to battle to just barely squeak by with a 6-5 win. And the one game on that road trip that they didn't blow a multi-goal lead, they lost to the Arizona Coyotes. Welcome home, Auston Matthews. You've disappointed your family, your friends, and all those who love you and support you. So good work. I'm expecting them to be pissed off, pissier than Leon Draisaitl. What happened last night basically made me think that, all right, the Toronto Maple Leafs aren't really going to be that big of a deal when it comes down to the playoffs. Once again. And normally, if a team scores 3 goals on Igor Shesterkin right off the bat, I am bugging out. I'm upset. But they're playing the Leafs. So as soon as it went up 3-1, I was like, oh, it's fine. They're going to blow it. They did. And they blew it in the best way with Ryan Reaves scoring 2 goals. This is his second multi-goal game ever. Ryan Reaves. What did they say in the post-game interview? He's got hands of steel and velvet. I agree with that. So Ryan Reaves gets it going. He's got 2. And then, of course, Adam Fox, who does nothing wrong, has another multi-point game, 2 goals and an assist. Shout out Long Island boy. I'm from Long Island. And then we're seeing Chris Kreider. He gets his 25th goal of the season. Quick little side note, but he's on pace to get 40 goals. Chris Kreider knows what he's doing now, and it's not streaky. Holy shit. And last but not least, Ryan Strome had 1. So the Rangers come out of this with a 6-3 win. The Toronto Maple Leafs blew for the 4th time a multi-goal lead to take a big fat L. So coming out of this game, here are a few things, a few little highlights. The 2 New York Rangers who are going to the AllStar game in Chris Kreider and Adam Fox, both of them have goals. Adam Fox had 2. And the 2 players from the Toronto Maple Leafs who are going to the AllStar game, Jack Campbell and Auston Matthews, well, Jack Campbell allowed 6 goals. And Auston Matthews tried to kick one in, but he didn't get it. And not only did he not score a goal, he also ended his 10-game road goal scoring streak. No NHL record for you, Auston Matthews. Sorry, deal with it. And another takeaway, John Tavares needs to get a haircut. I think he's wearing a wig. on a more serious note, what I found from this game is that the Rangers at this point have the ability to snap back after being rattled right off the bat, most especially in Igor Shesterkin. I am so happy with this team, and while I did expect last night's game to kind of put some feelers out to see where the Rangers really did stand, that game will be tomorrow. Tomorrow night is the game that will determine just where the Rangers really lie in terms of playing with the big boys. And like Ryan Reaves said, they're not just playing with the big boys, they are the big boys, and I want to see just how big they are. So not only are they going to be facing the Carolina Hurricanes, who are running a train over the entire league right now, they're going to be facing 5 former Rangers, and they're like recent Rangers, guys that have played with the Rangers in the last few years that are still definitely friends with other members of the team. Brady Shea, you got Smith, Stepan, and Boss, who else? Oh, Tony DeAngelo. So we will see tomorrow where the Rangers really stand. I will try and get a video up after all of the games for the rest of the season. I'll do my best. Let me know what you guys want to see in the comments when it comes down to other videos. Do you want me to rank who's the ugliest person in the league? Because I will do that. I do that to myself all day. Do you want me to rank who is the biggest flop? Sure, I'll do that too. Do you want me to rank which fan base deserves some kind of pay for having to suffer? I could just tell you that right now, and that's the Edmonton Oilers. So that is that. If you just came across this video screwing around, make sure you hit like and subscribe. In the meantime, go check me out on all my other platforms. TikTok is blowing up right now, so yeah, definitely make that face. You'll see it. You'll see the viral TikTok when you get there. It's at The Glove Drop. Also on Twitter and Instagram. I will see you guys all in the next one, and thank you for coming through. So happy to be back.